Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to review an animated Disney film by the name of Frozen. Frozen is directed by two different people, both Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee directed Frozen. Chris Buck has done a few different things in his directing filmography career, such as Surf's Up in 2007 and then Tarzan in the year of 1999, and then Jennifer Lee also directed it. It's written by a few different people. Chris Buck, Jennifer Lee, and Shane Morris all did the story, and then Jennifer Lee did the screenplay. It's actually based off an old 1845 fairy tale by the name of The Snow Queen, which was originally published and written in the year of 1845 and written by a person by the name of Hans Christian Andersen. From what I understand in my source, and according to my sources, it's loosely based on that tale. I'm not for sure the similarities, the differences, compare, contrast. I'm not going to do that in this video because I don't really know how similar or how different it is to the original story. I'll just be talking about the film Frozen that came out in theaters November 27th of 2013 this year. It stars actors and actresses such as Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, Jonathan Groff, Josh Gad, Santino Fontana, and Alan Tudyk. And pretty much what Frozen is all about. Like I said, I don't know too much about the original story, but it's pretty much about two sisters, Anna and Elsa. One of them's a princess, one of them's a queen, or soon to be queen from the beginning, and the queen has ice power. She has to wear gloves, she has to stay away from her family, stay away from her sister, and pretty much lives most of her life locked up in a castle, locked up in a room, because she doesn't want to hurt anybody in the town. She has to keep her powers hidden, doesn't want to hurt her sister, doesn't want to hurt her family, so because of this, she doesn't have a very good relationship with her sister. Well, it ends up developing where she actually, I don't want to spoil too much, but she actually makes her entire little city or village to go into sort of a, makes it snow all the time, no longer summer, it's always winter, pretty much an ice age when you get down to it. She runs away from her village. The princess wants to bond, wants to have a better relationship with her sister, so she runs off after her, and that's kind of the plot or the story. There's a little bit of romance stuff in there too, but it's pretty much just about the relationship between both Anna and Elsa. I believe Elsa's the Snow Queen and Anna's the princess. Anna trying to find Elsa, trying to make the Ice Age go away and back to being summer, and her trying to control her powers because she has no control over her ice powers, and that's pretty much the main gist of Disney's latest animated film by the name of Frozen for the year of 2013. What did I think of Frozen? Well, first off, I just want to say this is a great film. Let me talk about some of the things I really enjoyed about the film, because there honestly really aren't that many things that I didn't enjoy. I can't really say anything bad about the film because I enjoyed everything about it. So one of my favorite things about the film, of course, obviously, was the animation. There's so many, obviously, there's lots of bright and dark blues, because of the ice, and every time that the character of Elsa the Snow Queen uses her ice powers, it's so cool just to watch, because it is also a musical, if you guys know. There's some great song numbers in there. I'll talk about those here in a second, though. So what we have is, it's really cool seeing her use her ice powers, the nice, fluorescent colors. Overall, the animation for the film looks phenomenal. Not just the character designs, but the world of Frozen, the whole Ice Age, it's snowing. The world looks really cool. There's some great little action scenes, and overall, the animation is just spectacular to look at. Everything's full of color, everything's full of life, lively, fluid. It's just, really cool to look at, luminescent in every way, and overall, the animation's probably one of my favorite things about the film. It's just so fun to watch and very entertaining. Favorite voices is definitely probably the voice of Olaf. I liked Olaf so much because yes, he was the comedy, the comical relief of the movie, the very humorous character, but I thought his character worked the best. He was very funny, he was hilarious, he's fun to watch, but not only was he fun to watch, but he was also a very, sentimental character you could feel sympathy for also. Josh Gad played the role of Olaf, and I liked his character. He's the little snowman that walks around in the film, and I thought his character really worked. My other favorite character was the character of Alan Tudyk playing the voice of the Duke. And I don't want to spoil too much, minor spoilers coming up. He sort of plays the villain in the movie. He has two men that are sent after the queen to kill the queen because of what she did to the town. They're the ones, major spoilers coming up. They held her in prison towards the end, and I like the Duke's voice. The Duke's voice was very cool, and that overall Olaf and Duke, Josh Gad playing Olaf and then Alan Tudyk playing the voice of the Duke. I like those two voice actors the best. But Kristen Bell playing the voice of Anna and Idina Menzel playing the voice of Elsa were great. My two favorite, since this is a musical, I'll go ahead and tell you guys my two favorite songs from the film. I forget what the second song's name is, but I think my first favorite song is Do You Want to Build a Snowman? I believe it's the second song to play in the movie. I love the moment when they're both, sitting on, opposite sides of the door, and she's asking her if she wants to build a snowman. I like the scene a lot. I thought it really worked very well. My second favorite song, Demi Lovato's newest song, "Let It Go," premieres in this movie, and that was a good song. Not my favorite, but it was still, a very good song that worked really well in the movie, I thought. My second favorite, though, I don't know the title once again, but it's actually a duet between Anna and Elsa's character, and I really like the duet, between Kristen Bell and Idina Menzel when they were like, they sing it whenever she, Kristen Bell, or not Kristen Bell, but Idina Menzel, Elsa, makes her little snow temple out in the middle of nowhere, and she comes in trying to save her, and, she accidentally shoots ice and attacks her again. She's trying to save her, and I like that whole duet between them. They're singing to each other. It really, their vocals, and the choreography of their singing and vocals really worked well together. So Do You Want to Build a Snowman, and then the duet between them at the end were my two favorite parts. My favorite sequence in the film is actually probably the last 15 minutes. Major spoilers coming up when you find out that the actor Santino Fontana, playing the character of Hans in the film, you find out that Hans is actually a bad guy. You actually know the one that she was in love at the beginning. You actually find out that he's a bad guy, and then you have the whole sequence where they're running towards each other on the ice, and she's turned into ice. She unturns. That last 15 minutes of the film, I really thought was the best part of the film. The whole build up, the way the story built up, the animation got really cool at the end. The story, really worked, and overall, that last 15 minutes, the whole bond between Anna and Elsa, the princess and the queen's characters. Those last 15 minutes were definitely my favorite part, and overall, I thought they worked really well. If I had to rate this film a 1 out of 10-star rating, I would definitely give it a full 10 out of 10, and that is for the Disney animated feature by the name of Frozen for the year of 2013. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.